Hello, this is Brennan Homer,
And this is Colton Wahardo.
and we are the Huddle Hub podcast. Um, Today we're going to be talking about Week 10 of the NFL season. First, we will be discussing the Thursday night football game.
Yeah, that was pretty wild, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, the Bengals versus Ravens. I feel like the refs, again, if they're not meat riding Mahomes, then they're meat riding Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Lamar actually played good, though. He had like 4 touchdowns.
He did, but there was penalties on that 2-point conversion.
I agree. Bengals should have won that game, in my opinion.
Yes, I would. I'm not going to argue with that.
But my boy, Jamar Chase, carried my fantasy this week. Just want to give a shout out to you, Jamar. Thank you.
Yeah. Nobody cares about Jamar Chase.
I do.
He didn't do that for me last year.
Well, that sucks. He likes me better.
Yeah, screw you, Cole.
Okay.
I think I like the Zach Taylor, his decision to go for 2. I think that was a correct decision. I just think he got screwed over by the refs.
Yeah, I agree with him. The refs were like not on his side the whole time, and he got screwed over, I think, many times in this game. So Joe Burrow played really good too, but I guess it just wasn't enough to beat the Ravens and the refs.
Yeah. So we have an international game. It is in Germany. It's tomorrow at 6:30. It's the Giants and the Panthers.
Worst game outside the country, bro.
Yeah, I will have to say this is a slugfest.
Yeah.
I couldn't see many people going to watch this. I wouldn't be surprised if there's nobody in the stands. My predictions, I'm going to take the Panthers. I think they looked good against the Saints last week. And by good, I mean good for the Panthers. Obviously, they never look good. I'm going to pick the Panthers. Colton, who are you picking and why?
I'm going to pick the Panthers because, Bryce Young actually looked pretty good last week. Yeah, he got his first win of the season for him. And I think the Giants, they just haven't been, even though they played really good against the Commanders, that's like the one game they've been doing well. I think the Panthers pulls this one out. I think they just run the ball with Chuba Hubbard, and then Bryce Young just you like smart throws, and then they're gonna win.
Yes. So after that, of course, we have the 10 a.m. games. Bears versus Patriots. I don't think this is even a question. Give me the Bears. Caleb Williams probably would be Rookie of the Year if Jane Daniels didn't exist.
Caleb Williams would not be Rookie of the Year.
Yes, he would. He's done pretty
He's decent, good. But there's people, players have done better than him.
Who?
Jaden Daniels.
I said if Jane Daniels doesn't exist.
Oh, hold on. I gotta think about this.
Exactly.
No, dude, hold on.
Exactly.
I can't think of any of the rookies. Oh, I forgot his name. There's this one receiver.
So Colton's just doesn't know.
Bro, there's this one receiver that's good and better than Caleb Williams.
Neighbors?
No, they don't pass the ball to him like much.
Okay, well, it's definitely.
I would just say there's better players for Rookie of the Year than Caleb Williams. He's up there though.
No, I think he's second behind Jane Daniels. So give me the Bears in this game.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bears too. The Patriots looked really bad against the Titans team last week. I don't know why Drake May threw that ball up on the last drive.
Yeah, what a silly goose.
That was like, Amani Hooker was right there for the pick. But he did work his magic in the fourth. But I'm still going to go with the Bears, even though they got destroyed by the Cardinals.
Yeah, next up we have the 49ers versus the Bucks. I'm going to go with the upset here. No, it wouldn't be an upset.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. The 49ers have not looked good. I need CMC to pop off, but I think, because he's on my fantasy, but I think the Bucks take this one. The Niners the whole team has struggled this year.
Bro, because we have injuries.
I don't.
Have all the receivers
let me
hurt.
speak.
Oh my God.
I don't see that changing against.
Dude, you're biased because
Buccaneers.
you're a Seahawks fan.
No.
Okay, I'm picking the Niners because I honestly think they can win this game. Even though Baker, I think it's gonna be a close game because Baker played really good against the Chiefs, but like he said, we get CMC back, so our running game's gonna be really good. So I think they're going to drop it off to McCaffrey a lot, and we're going to win.
Yeah, clearly you're delusional.
No, I'm just
Next up we have
smart.
the Broncos and the Chiefs. I don't know why, but Sean Payton and the Broncos, for whatever reason, have actually been doing decently
Except,
against the Chiefs.
oh, never mind.
Um, so I'm gonna have to take the Broncos on this one. I'm calling the upset. I hopefully the refs won't bail them out like they always do.
Yeah, I'm also pick the upset here. I'm pick the Broncos, even though last week the Broncos defense did terrible against Lamar, but like it's Lamar Jackson. He's the MVP candidate. No one can really do anything against him. But I'm gonna pick the Broncos because their defense has been doing good. And Mahomes, I don't know, he's just having a down year this year, throwing a lot of picks. So give me the Broncos.
Yeah. Next up we have the Colts and the Bills game. Um, Give me the Bills. The Colts don't look good. They didn't look good with Anthony Richardson.
It's Anthony.
I said Anthony.
It's Anthony.
Okay, Anthony Richardson. They don't look good with Joe Flacco. They got to draft a new QB. Anthony Richardson was a complete bust.
Okay, it's only his second year, even though he's doing bad this year.
He's already getting benched.
Okay.
How do you get benched for Joe Flacco?
Well, Joe. Okay, that's true,
Pause it. Sorry for that interruption.
actually. Yeah, that was just the dogs. They saw someone outside.
Yeah. We're at the Bills Colts game, I believe.
I'm gonna pick the Bills. And they've been dominating this whole season. They got Josh Allen, who's been playing pretty good this year, MVP candidate in my opinion. And then the Colts, they're even though they play a good game against the Vikings, they're just trash. And I don't think they're gonna do anything against the Bills.
Facts. Steelers, Commanders. I'm gonna have to go with the Commanders. Jane Daniels has been a demon this year. I don't see that changing. Yeah, I got Jane Daniels and the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I got the Commanders too. Jane Daniels and Terry McLaurin have been a deadly duo this year. Terry McLaurin finally has a good quarterback that throws him the ball, and Jaden Daniels he's just really good, and that's why I'm picking them. And the Commanders' defense has actually not been looking too bad this year. So yeah, let's go with the Commanders on this one.
Facts. Vikings, Jaguars. Give me the Jaguars.
Jaguars?
Upset alert. Give me Trevor Lawrence legacy game. I think
I know it.
the coach pulls a big upset here for the Jaguars.
I mean, they did play good against the Eagles, so
They played.
I think
they
could be.
Yeah, they played good against the Eagles. I think the Vikings are complete frauds. You can't be. You can't. It's impossible to have a good team and also have Sam Darnold as your starting QB. So,
But like
give me the Jaguars.
Sam Darnold the first couple weeks has been doing really good. I don't know why you're
I don't
underestimating
care.
him.
It's Sam Darnold. He sucks.
Okay, but I'm gonna go with the Jaguars too. Last week they played really good against the Eagles, even though that Saquon Barkley hurdle was kind of insane. They only lost the Eagles by like a touchdown or two, and the Eagles have been going off this year with Jalen Hurts. And the Vikings, considering they almost lost to the Colts last week, that's not a really good look. When you have like Justin Jefferson on your team and a lot of good pieces to your offense and defense, starting off 5-0, I think. And almost losing to the Colts kind of insane. So I'm going to pick the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, please get this done. I hate the Vikings.
Yes. So next up, we have the Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. My personal game of the week. I think this is going to be a fantastic game. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think both offenses are very good. Saints obviously struggled last week against the Panthers. I see Derek Carr bouncing back. I see Alvin Kamara doing more than he did last week. Give me the Falcons in this game because of Bijan. But I think it's going to be game of the week, a very close game, but it's also going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I'm also picked the Falcons on here. The Saints lost to the Panthers. I don't know who the hell loses to the Panthers. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, the Falcons have been looking good, and Big Kirko has not been looking too bad this season. They got Drake London, they got Bijan Robinson, and a couple other pieces to their offense. That's pretty good for them. And I think they got Jesse Bates too. So the Falcons, I'm gonna pick the Falcons. They've been looking good this season, and the Saints, even though they start off decent, um, I don't think they're gonna bounce back this game.
Next up, we have the Chargers and the Titans. Finally, a 1 o'clock game. This is the only 1:05 game for this week because they have so many 10 a.m. games. Um, so the first 1 p.m. game, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert has been carrying this team. I think his wide receiver core is awful, and I think he does it again here. I think it may be a close game, but I do think he pulls out the win with Quentin Johnson as his leading receiver.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers last week too. Brennan here underestimated them, picked them to lose last week. I believed in them. I watched their game. Their corners actually, their coverage is really good. They got rookie corners that were late round draft picks, and they've been looking good so far this year for the Chargers. Very underrated secondary, and they got Lad McConkey who's been doing good with Quinn Johnson. So, and given the considering their quarterback is Justin Herbert, I don't know. He hasn't got enough recognition. He's been doing pretty good this season. So give me the Chargers on this by a blowout.
Next up, we got the Jets and the Cardinals. Give me the Jets here. The Seahawks need the Jets to win, obviously. Not doing good with a 4-5 record, the Seahawks, so give me the Jets
Overrated.
here. No, they
Overrated.
just haven't
Overrated.
found the formula yet.
Overrated.
So give me the Jets here. I think Aaron Rodgers finally gets a good game for New York, and I think not using Marvin Harrison is going to hurt the Cardinals here.
Yeah. I just want to say Geno Smith sucks, but I'm gonna pick the Jets on this because the Cardinals are leading the division, and like Brennan said, because he's a meat writer. The Seahawks and the Niners both need the Cardinals to lose. They've been somehow leading the division, playing good this year, which is a first. But honestly, I think the Jets gets it done because they got Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams on their team. Like, that's an insane receiving core with Aaron Rodgers. And they beat Houston last week, who's a playoff contending team. So give me the Jets on this one.
Next up, we have the Eagles and the Cowboys. No question, it's the Eagles. Dak's out. Dak may be out for the season. As the time of recording this, we have no idea. But he may be out.
He's out to 4 to 6 weeks.
So pretty much this season, because we all know the Cowboys are not making the playoffs.
Yeah, this is not our year.
Yeah. So give me the Eagles. They get it done. I think this is a blowout. I think they get it done relatively easy. I think they would have still blown out the Cowboys even if they had Dak.
Yeah.
But give me the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles, no question. I don't even know why you would pick the Cowboys on here. They just lost to the Falcons. They've been doing terrible this week. And the Eagles...
Well, the Falcons are good.
Well, okay, that's true. But you also got to consider the Cowboys were supposed to be a good team this year. And honestly, I would think beginning of the season they would beat the Falcons.
I would have disagreed. With you. At the
Okay,
beginning of the
let
year.
me speak. But I'm going to pick the Eagles. Jalen Hurts has been looking like he's been pretty insane this season, and same with Saquon. I think Saquon's going to have another insane play this game, and yeah, the Cowboys' defense is not doing anything against their offense. They're too good for them. Oh, for the next game, we got the Lions and Texans. The Lions are blowing them out. The Texans did not that good against the Jets last week, and the Lions have been going off for a long time.
Not that good is an understatement, but okay.
Not that good. They're one of the best teams in the league.
No, I mean like not that good against the Jets.
Who, Texans?
Yeah, they did horrible.
They did pretty trash. Actually, that's true. But yeah, the Lions are gonna win this game by blowout. But please, CJ Stroud, give me over 20 points.
Next, I'm sorry, not
Now,
next.
what do you think about the game?
I'm goofy.
you goofy
Yeah, give me the
son.
Lions. I personally think they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. If the Super Bowl.
I said the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl this year if the Seahawks don't make the playoffs and if the refs don't bail out Patrick Mahomes, I think the Lions win the Super Bowl this year. I think they're like one of the best teams we've seen in a while, probably since the Tom Brady of Patriots teams. So give me the Lions. I think they're more than capable enough to get this done against the Texans.
Yeah. Next game we got is Dolphins versus Rams. The Dolphins looked really good last week against the Bills. I think it was Tua's first game back. He did pretty decent. And the Rams, yeah, they've been not looking so bad this season. They won versus the trash ass Seahawks.
Fluke game.
Okay, doesn't matter. They suck. But I'm gonna pick the Dolphins on this one. The Rams, they almost lost to a terrible Seahawks team. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. They almost beat the Bills too. And they got Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Mostert, and Tua. Yeah, the Rams are not stopping that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Go with the Dolphins. I think Tua is gonna get even better in his second week back. I think Tyreek Hill. I think Jalen Waddle finally gets his biggest game of the year. He's been very quiet this year. I think Tyreek Hill gets a big game this game. And I think Devon A-Chain also gets a big game this game because Devon A-Chain, I believe, starts over Raheem Mostert. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh? Oh, Devon A-Chain? I think he's going to switch carries because that's what they've been doing like most of the year.
Yeah.
They're
Anyways.
going to give more to A-Chain.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening to the Huddle Hub podcast. And we will see you next time.
And I just want to say, Florida State fans, I feel sorry for you. Your team is terrible.